So hi guys, my name is Shivam Kumar, and you are watching Hoodie Quarter again. So in the last part, we have already passed the header, and this time we are going to parsing the body. And so I think the lecture is quite less. So I think we will be quicker to complete this one. And then we are going to move to the HTTP response. Let's see if I'm able to complete the body this time quickly. Okay, so we are almost done passing the request, which is frankly the hardest part of the HTTP server. Remember, HTTP message has a format HTTP message, which we already know: start line, CRL, have field line, and CRLF, and message body. So I think we already have consumed this CRLF, isn't it? Now we need to consume this one. That's it. But there is no CRLF, so how will I am able to consume this? Because I need to find some way to find the end of that text which I need to consume. ठीक है, तो अगर मैं लास्ट का पार्ट ही नहीं फाइंड कर पाऊंगा कहाँ तक मुझे कंज्यूम करना है इसको, आई थिंक एंड, तो मैं कैसे करूँगा इसको? आई थिंक end of the file might be the option. So let's see what is the option. Our current code per pass is start line, request line for the per request line, request field line header, okay, extra CRLF between header and the body. I'm not going to call it CRLF, I'm going to call it registers nurse. Okay, register nurse. Let's tackle the message body. Okay, but be aware it still has edge cases. Okay, this should has a specific meaning of RFC. I don't care. This word or the objective recommended means that there may exist a valid reason in a particular circumstances to ignore a particular item, but the full implication must be understood and carefully weighed before choosing the different course. But a user agent should send a content length in the request body. Okay, so if a user send us the length of the body, I think that will be much easier to pass the body. So I think, okay, and the should has a specific meaning. Okay, this word or objective recommended, of course, the adjectives of the should is recommended means that there may exist a valid reason or particular circumstances to ignore the particular item, but the full implication must be understood and carefully weighed before choosing a different course. Okay, so there might be some kind of, so if I summarize it, there might be some circumstances in which the user might not send the content length. So I think there might be something else to stop us from the reading. There must be some flag which will stop us reading the body. All this to say, for our implementation, we are going to assume that if there is no content length header, there is no body present, of course. Let's move to the safer side. This is a safe assumption for our purpose, though it might not be true for all cases. In the while. Okay, in the request package, update your request parser method to pass the body in addition to the request line, of course. Add the body field in the request structure. It should be a byte. This is where we will store the raw body data, raw body bytes. Create a new test function. This one will focus on passing the body correctly. Here are my first test case. Okay, let's do the first thing. In the request web package, update your request parser to pass the body. Okay, add the body field in the request structure. It should byte and store the body. Create a new test code. Okay, let's first of all add body in my request. Let's go here. Let me check my harpoon first. Where am I? Let me delete this one. I don't need this one. request.Body is actually good one, and I'm going to go back, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up a little bit. Our request is going to contain the body now, body body, and okay, I think I'm body, just body, and anything else. I think I should contain a state. Body and pass state body, of course, looks cool. Oh, let's go here, and I think I will create another case. Before moving forward, let's add the test cases as well. I'm going to copy this one function and go down a little bit and paste it, and let's copy this one, and I'm going to change this function to body, body parsing, I think parse. Okay, and let's check the test cases. Create a new function to test, of course. Done with this, and copy this one, and let's go here, paste it, and save this one. Let's see if everything is working fine. Yes, of course. Done with this. So let's check the test cases first of all. If we use this test cases, this test case contain content length is 13, which let's count that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. I see 12 characters. The content length should produce error. I think slash n is also considered one character, that is might be the, let me count again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. I think slash n, forward slash n also considered, it is also considering the considering the slash n as the body part. Let's check this one. It's contained 20, and it doesn't look like 20 to me. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 14 15. Yes, so 15 character. So this is going to give us the error. So if the length is, how will I find out if the length is bigger, and I should also produce error of some kind. Let's read the documentation. Added some more test cases. Where here are the name of some of my additional test cases: standard body valid, empty body, zero report content length occurs, shorter report, and update the header parsing to move the state machine to the parsing body state. Okay, when it is done, instead of done state, add a new get method to the headers strict. It should take the key and return the value of the key to keep us keeping case insensitive in mind. Okay, yes, of course, we need to create a get member function for header to get a content length first of all, and add a new case for the new state in the state machine. If there isn't a content length header, move to the done state, nothing pass. Append all the data into the request body field. Of course, if the length of the body is greater than the content length, header return an error. So the condition of the error is now, if the length of the body is greater than the content length, header return an error. How will I do that? If the length of the body is greater than the content length, header return an error. Okay, if the length of the body is equal to the content, move to the done state. So I'm having an issue in this one. Thinking about this one. Report that you will consume the entire length of data you are giving. Let's check this out. Okay. First of all, I'm going to header body. Okay, and we are going to create body parser. No. First of all, I need to have a content length. So let's see if I have a. Let me go into header. Header. Do I have a get function here? Some kind of a get function. Yes, I do have a get function. Yes, lower key and key value. Okay, return false. Let's go back. Mm, I'm going to see on content length. I think content length, length, and if I get the error of some kind. Error or okay. I think I will be checking this out. Let me put header as well into my harpoon. Okay, so it is here. Now the problem is that if I ask for the lower value, so I learned one thing as well here. If this can be done easily. Okay, so I can return the value and okay directly without putting so much lower key. Yes. Okay, but I don't think expected equal found this one. Hmm. What is the issue? Lower h header and lower key should give some kind of value here. Okay, I think I'm getting confused. Okay, let me see how to do map access in Go. I think this is how I will pronounce it. Key map value. Okay, this is how it should be written, and I don't know why it is giving me the error. I think it is syntax expected this and found this. Found slash. Why will you accept slash here? I don't get string boolean. Let me delete this one first of all. Okay. And return. I think if I do like this, will it work? It should work. Let's undo content length, length and okay or not. Dot header headers.get content length okay. If not okay, I'm going to return some kind of error. I'm not able to find the missing content, of course. This looks fine. Okay, so if I return the error, then the machine will be stopping. Machine is going to stop. My request reader is going to stop. Okay. Yes. It is going to return me the error. Let do one thing as well. Let me do the conversion as well. First of all, I think it is my tab autocomplete is like working in a top-notch manner today. Body line, and also it is giving me error, so it is going to return me a string conversion dot ATOI. I don't know what is ATOI, but and I'm going to and let me read a little bit. ATOI is equivalent to parse int converted to the int. Okay, a string conversion is a function. A string conversion is an object which has a member function ATOI transform into integer. I think this is how I will pronounce it. How should I remember this? A2I. Let me ask ChatGPT how to remember this one. Chat. Okay, so how should I remember? What should I write here? str. I think this is str conversion. Str conversion. Unv has member b. I remember function. Ctn function ATOI for how do I remember remember this. Is there an easy way to do this? Zero for trick a to literally mean ask a string to. Okay, so ask a string to integer. Okay, so now I remember it. Okay, so if error not, let me add this condition as well. I think this condition should be like common everywhere. And okay, so now if body length, if there is no body length, I'm just going to change the state. Okay, and r dot state. I'm not going to use the break condition. Boom. And should I return it as well? Or yes, I should return it. I should not pursue it. Actually, return read and nil. Okay. Okay. The one thing I should remember, it doesn't contain our body doesn't contain. It is not necessary that it's contain register nurse, so I don't think I need to add anything here. Hmm. Rest because in the body, I think the register nurse is not a flag to stop us. Okay, in a header, for example, in a request line, we have a register nurse which tell us that you should stop here. This is the end of a request line. And similarly, we have a multiple header which has a register nurse which tell us that which actually is not flag, but it says that it is a part of a header. I think this is how I'll pronounce it. And if the header length is 0 without registers nurse, then I think this is a flag to stop like this one. Okay, and in the body, I think there is no flag to stop us. So I think I'm not going to add the flag. And we are done with this one. And now I need to read it. Okay, so how should I read this? So we have a body length. How much I should read? Okay, so we will not do this one right now. Update has a parsing move the state machine to a new parsing state when it is done. When it instead of done state, because I need to do this one as well. How should I move header? And I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to go at body, and complete this one. And we are here. Okay, done with this. And now let's see if there isn't a content length header, move to the done state and nothing to parse. Isn't a content length header. Okay, if there is no content length header, then I think I should move to done state. Okay, so I should not produce any kind of error here. I'm going to dot state is done, done, and I'm going to complete it, and we should also return from here as well. Read and nil. Move forward. Okay, I think this is the correct way to do it. Then I'm done with this. Apply all the data to the request body. Append all the data to the request body. Okay, if the length of the body is greater than the content header, return an error. If the length of the body is equal to the content header, move to the done state. Okay, so first of all I need to have a body length. I think. Enter to read. Body length, I'm going to right click alien of data. So I should remember, for example, if you take अगर मेरे पास थोड़ा सा पार्ट है बॉडी लेंथ का, should I append that one as well or not? Okay, so for example, if I have 50% of body right now in my buffer to read, okay, so what should I do at that time? Should I wait for buffer to get filled with the body? But the problem is that if the body is very big, because there is a lot of very large chances that our body can have a very large number of data. Okay, so if my body is very big, then this is going to create a problem. So how should I approach this one? I already know the length, isn't it? How should I approach this? Let me think. There is, if I simply thought, if my first, if I remove the edge cases and simply thought about the body, for example, I got all the body part, all full of the full body. Okay, so I should first of all body length. I should write length equal to alien data and read from everything. Okay, this is the body length. Sorry about this. Body length. Okay, body. Sorry, I already have a body length. Okay, no, body length by correct body length. I think I will write CORRECT, correct body length, my body len, and I'm going to do an f data. Okay, if current length is smaller than body length, no, CORRECT, current length is equal to body length, then I'm going to do r dot body is equal to read, and also r dot state has to be done, and return read which is going to be nil, and return read equal to correct body length. Okay, as I'm going to what should I do? I'm going to produce some kind of error. Return zero after body length mismatch. This is how I will do. Now one issue is, if I got the body which is 50% of whole body, how should I calculate, how should I move my state? How should I do this? There's one way to do this. Okay, so I'm going to store a, let me say, read body length. I'm going to do what? There's two options. If I got the whole body in a one go, okay, and if I got the 50% of the body, how much I read, how much I should read from the body? This is the issue. Let's say, for example, I have already added something in my body. Okay, for example, I have already added something in my body, and I'm going to comment this out right now. Okay, already added something. So the next data, how much should I read from the next data? I should read, I think, content length minus length of the r body. Okay, this is how much I should read, isn't it? Yes, this is how much I should read. Content length minus length body. Okay, this is how much I should read. The body, this one. Okay, yes, I think I'm going to remove this one. And okay, let's say my body length, my content length is like very big. Okay, so what will happen now? Okay, so there is a issue here. If my content length, if my content length is actually bigger than length of the our body, should I read? Move to the because I'm going to crash to the end of the file if I'm keep reading it. Okay, so I should be doing some kind of condition here. How much I should read? If my content length is greater than the r.body, content length, okay, r.body, if this is the case, what will happen? It's going to go minus. No, if my content length is, if I content length, let's go into the test case, and I'm going to go here. So if I go 20, if I'm going to read 20 characters, okay, so if I'm going to read 20 characters, then I'm going to go out of the end of the file error I'm going to get. So I should not move to the move. Okay, how should I go? If my content length is going to be, I have no idea how to do this. If my content length is going to be bigger than the original body, it's going to create problem. Okay, so it's going to go to the 0. No, let me think in a positive way. If my content length is actually smaller, okay, so what will happen in the actual body? If that is the case, there's two cases. I'm going to say actual body. Let's say if my content length. So I'm not typing here. I'm just going to comment it to understand it. Okay. So if my content length is actually smaller than length of the r.body, It create issue to me that it is giving me the lie. Okay, so if this is the case, so I'm not going to hit the end of the file here, isn't it? Yes, I'm going to write request body here. Real request body. Real, real request. Rest request body. Okay, I'm going to write like this. My real request body, if it's going to be smaller, content length is smaller than my real request body length, then I'm going to read to the smaller part of the body, which is okay. But if my request body, sorry, real request request, if my real request body is smaller than the content length, then it's going to be creating problem because I'm going to reading till the content length. Okay, and till over the end of the file, which is going to create error for me. The problem is that content length is big. So my body, dot body, at some point of time going to be complete, reach end of the file, end of the file. Okay. Oh, I have no idea. Let me think again. Just give me the minute. What should I do? Mm, Let me just delete this one, this one, and I'm going to move forward. Okay, so how should I read body length? No, not like that. So let me read the append all the data to the request body field. If the length of the body is greater than the content length, header return a. If the length of the body is greater than the content length. If the length of the body is greater than the content length. Look at this scenario. If the length of the body is greater than the content length, return the error. I don't know if why there is no another line which is saying that content, if the length of the body is smaller than the content length. That was what I was thinking. I thought this is going to be the obvious reason. If the length of the body is greater than the content length, header return an error. Too weird. So let me I'm going to work on this as case. If the length of the body is greater than the content length, header return an error. So if this is the case, think about it. Dot body, okay. So content length. So I will need to work only one cases. If the content length of length of body, content length of body is, if the length of the body is greater than the content length, header. If the if the length of the body is greater than content length, greater. I need to work on this edge case only. Okay, so if the length of the body is greater than the content length, how will I found out that the body length is greater than the content length? How will I find out? I think if read body length is greater than I think length of data dot read. If that is the case, if anything is left, then I should give it error. If that is occurs, return some kind of error. Body length is greater than, yes, body length is greater than the content length. Otherwise, I think as if I'm not adding the smaller condition. If the body length, so no, if the content length is smaller than the our body, which is a different kind of issue. So I'm going to read body length. If that is equal somehow, no, no, not like that. I think I'm going to add as here. As cases, okay. So what should I do? Let append this body equal to append. Okay, looks go cooler than DAWDA. I'm not going to append like this. I'm going to use print t dot sprint SPRI and t sprint f. Let's append this like this one. Should I byte? Is there a way to append byte as well? Let's see if we have sprint on byte. SPRI and t sprint f on byte is bytes in Go, I think. Let me see, is there a way to do this? Byte sprintf data. Of course, you have to use v actually. V. And I think this should be looking correct to me. What is this? The error? Invalid content operation mismatch. What? Mismatch. Why is that? Content length. Let me read. Invalid operation. Content length minus length body mismatch the type string and int. What? Oh, sorry. There is a issue. I should read this one. I think body len is correct. Down there should I use? And so what should I do here? I think I should not be deleting this one. I have one issue which I'm not able to understand. How should I do this? Cannot use private value of type string. Byte value is assigned. But okay, sorry. I'm going to delete this one and this one as well. Okay. Now why is cannot use the print value of type string. Added body is value of type as byte. A value is assigned. But printf format according to the format specify a resulting string. Come on. Printf returns string. I'm sorry. I can do one thing actually. If I convert this one to s here, and I'm going to convert this to a string, and let's see this one as well as to a string, range string, and okay, now I just need to convert this whole thing into byte, array of bytes. Okay, think so. But replace byte with a fmt append f. Cool. What does it do? Append f. Append f. Oh, then what? Can I use v? Yes. Let me go back. What does it return? Append format according to the format specify. Append the result to the byte slice and return the updated slides. Okay, so what does it need? It needs a byte, a format string, and byte return bytes. Okay, so how should I do this? This one looks correct. I'm sorry, I think I should delete this one. And let me end this. And I think how should I use this? It's not asking for okay. No, this looks correct. And let's see what is the LSP. Non-constant format string is called to FMT. Of course. R.Body, I'm getting it, which is a byte type, and mm, string data, which is going to read it. How much it should read? First of all of this. I think how much it should read. Uh, read plus read boolean. Yes. Okay. I think this is correct. And I think I should move to the, of course, I need to add this one as well. Body line is correct. I'm reading from the body as well. And if the body line somehow is greater than the data I have received, okay, somehow, then I think I'm going to return the error. So I'm going to read, okay, because the content, my length of the body is greater than the content length, of course. Okay, so this is the case for that, as I'm going to add into the body whatever I received. Okay, so at the end of a day, if my content body line equal to body, I'm going to return the state. Otherwise, I'm going to, what should I do? Otherwise, I think I'm going to go into the error state. Let me create another state here. Case error. Okay, and this what will do? I think you return O and d dot rf, and what should I give it is the name? Let me create an error here. Error occur false. What's fmt dot error f? I think I'm going to like this. And not used, of course. I think I'm going to do something like, if that is not the case, okay, so let me see if it is necessary to put this condition here. Ordered body is already appended, okay, so I am checking as ordered body appended, and it was okay. I'm done with this condition. Append all letters to the request body. I'm done with this condition, this path, this point, and if the length of the body is equal to content length header, move to the done state. Okay, so this is the problem. If it is not, then what should I do? They should have told me what to do here. If that is not the case, if that is not the case, so if the content length is smaller than the body length, okay, so if that is the case, I think I should give a correct name to this. empty content length should be the better way. Or content length, should I remove this one? Uh, let me remove this one. Content length. Okay, this should much better. I'm going to write this thing content length. Okay, th length, and let me and this one as well. Okay, so if content length is equal to 0, and this looks much better. Okay, if the content length is smaller than body, then what will happen? Okay, so will be receiving the data. If that is okay, so we will reach 0 of read body length much earlier. Yes, if it is greater than the content length, if it is my content length is greater than body, then the whole thing looks wrong to me. I don't know what I'm doing. So let me think again. If content length is smaller than the body, then we are going to read 0 earlier, so there is no point of getting end of the file. If the content length is greater than body, then I'm never going to reach 0. Okay, just never going to reach 0. If the length of the body is greater than content length header, return a error. How should I approach this? if if somehow we reach mm, if content length is equal to length of r dot body somehow, then I'm going to r dot state is going to be done. Okay, and I'm going to return as well. Okay, that is the case as if how should I do this? It is not equal to body. That is the case. If content length, okay, the length of the body is greater than the content length, and if that is the case, body length is equal to is negative with the content length. If the length of the body zero, then I think I should be getting some kind of a length is greater than content length. I think so. So what about the as cases? What should I do this? No. If it become negative, then I'm going to do. Yes, I should be reading the minimum of it, isn't it? Which should be reading. Okay. if I make this one and I'm appending it as well, and let's say I'm adding the minimum of it. Okay, data and length. I'm getting this chunk. I'm adding minimum of it. Minimum of it. Now I should just check this thing. Hmm. So this looks much better actually. If I receive a read body length which is smaller than the length read, I'm going to create a I'm going to give the error actually. Okay, so otherwise I'm going to add the data and should I change the state as well? I think I should delete this one actually. Don't need to do this. Okay, I'm going to add the data otherwise, and read body is correct. And I'm going to do dot state is done as well. Okay, and I should return as well here. Okay, I think I should return something. If it is small, then read. Let me read again. Um, I'm here. If I got body, read body length is smaller than, that means the body is bigger. Body is bigger, and then the content length. Okay, I'm going to create the error. Otherwise, I'm going to just add to the body and append it. If ordered.Body is content length greater than, I'm going to order state done, and I'm going to again just return the read and null. Okay, and if I don't get it, let me check if this is gonna work or not. To check it, I'm going to go here and let me see what should I do. Third update. Okay, let's final time to enter the test hour full HTTP. Update your application to print the body. Run this one T, and let me first of all run the test. To run the test, I'm going to go here and let's go into internal request. Okay, let me check. Go run, go test, fail. No file in this setup fail. What? Go test, fail, declare and not use error. Oh, sorry. Let's go here. Let me find the error first of all. I think I have written somewhere down. Yes. Let me also delete this one. Come on. So I'm stuck again. Let me go back, and I think I'm going to print it. Okay. fmt dot print ln and string body. Okay, every time. And I don't think it's gonna show me. But still I'm gonna check. No. Okay, so I'm stuck somewhere hell, at the position of hell. We check this and go in the test case. So we are stuck in this place, hell. So what is happening? So if I don't find it, I'm going to return the state and convert this into this one. Let me print this one as well now. If error is nil and return error. Okay, content length state done, and I'm going to move this thing a little bit. So the problem is that I'm not returning anything here. I have to return read as well as nil. Okay, let me remove this from here. Come on, go back. Let me check again. So we got something out of the file. Partially party contain. Okay, receive unaccepted error. So in a test case at the point of 39, I'm receiving some kind of error. We go 39. Yes. Not working on 39. Receive unexpected error. End of the file touch request line parse. Mm, I think there is a problem in my test case. Let me comment this out. Sorry. DC, if I comment this out and now I try to run this, what will happen? Okay, so I'm clearing it out. So the problem is that my http test.co not working fine. At point of 39 is not working. Let's go back a little bit. So what is happening at 39? So error accepted and so it doesn't contain the content content length, isn't it? So that is why it is releasing the error. So I have written somewhere, if it doesn't contain done, read and nil. It's actually fine. What kind of error it is producing? Print if I got print ln error of error. Will it call error? Check again. Receive unexpected error as end of the file. So end of the file. End of the file error. Content length if I receive moving to the body and I'm moving to the content length. Let me go back a little bit. Let me check if was it working before or not. Okay, then state I'm not going to move to the body now. Okay, so let's go back here and let's go down a little bit. We comment this out. Okay, VA GC and try to run this again. It's working. And if I go back and if I write this to be body and click uppercase body, if I go into the body, I'm not receiving the content length first of all from the header, which is if okay is not true, return done, state done, and return read. So this is what I'm doing. Let's see if content, what I'm getting from fmt.content. Sorry, right, enter and content length. Okay, I think I should add and content length body. I think this is how I should debug this one. Come on, run this. And so what is happening? Receiving content length in the body. But I'm going to comment this one over as well, and go to ledge. Content length is working, by the way, but what is happening? Let me go here now. Run this again. So what is field request test go? Why does that? Why my test is failing here? Okay, so I should not rotate this here. No. I should remove this one. Let me comment this one. I think and if I go back and if I try to again complete this one, and if I try to run this again, then it is working. So the problem is that if I reach here, it is just returning the function. Okay, and it is not transcending to the next case. Okay, I think we are done with the body. That moves forward actually. And I need to print out the body. Now update your request line header to console the format. So this is how I should do. And we are sure to string the body with the print. Okay, run your TCP listener again from the root of your project and rewrite the output to the temporary file. Okay, let's go into my TCP, my main file and main go, and I'm going to write like fmt.println, and I think I'm going to write body, capital body, okay, and next I just need to print out this one. Should I convert this thing? I think strng string. Okay, let's check if my function is running or not. Let me check. np, oh, I think I should copy this one. Okay, and okay. And I think I need to put dot here and print it. So my server is running now. Let's call this out, copy and paste it here and run this. I've called this out and body contain this, and let's close this one and let's see my server is off, and let's check my body, body. So we got the body actually and everything looks fine. Yes, kill the both program and we got the body, type size dark medium. Okay, so everything is working. Looks good. Let's move forward. Take a look at the structure we have passed into. Now we compare it with the official Golang HTTP structure. Okay, I don't know what is this. So request structures contain method string and it has header, body, get body function, content length and everything, host. Okay, so we have a method which is actually separate thing. Proto, I don't know what a proto is. URL is simple URL header and the body. Yes, looks similar. There are a few differences. We have request line structure while there is a elevated the method target and version into the own top level field. It is basically the same data, but the layout is a bit different, of course. And we have header structure that name their header again, same data, slightly different layout, and of course the most important difference we have is body field that just store the entire body as byte in the memory, while course table has a io.read closure interface. Our solution is perhaps simpler but the more limited to the user of our library. We force them to load the entire body into the memory before interacting with it, though STB allow the user to read the body in chunks. Okay, so or even stream it to the file, which is often necessary for the large body, and more on the later. Yes, actually, both looks almost like similar. Header request line is an elevated one, which contain port, math, and URL, everything. Let's move to the next. Okay, so we are in the presence of server now. So in this lecture, we are not going to complete work on the server because it's contain a lot of lectures. So I think in the next part we are going to work on the server.